regardless of whatever profession you are in, you are going to receive criticism, and there are ways of handling this criticism. You can accept it, take it to heart. You could just plain out just ignore it, or there's a third option which you probably shouldn't take. So, on April 26th, a Aquaman fan account called the Aquaverse made a post about an Infinite Frontier variant cover by Brian Hitch that depicts Calvin Ellis, this Superman from one of the different Earths, primarily the a member of the Justice Incarnate, a multiverse version of the Justice League composed of members from different Earths throughout the multiverse, and a lot of people are making fun of this cover, particularly this hairline. The hairline is not particularly the best. So when someone by the name of That Man from Krypton replied with, "What the heck is up with that hairline?" Brian Hitch himself decided to respond with, "You lot can fuck right off." Brian, that's not how you handle and respond to criticism. But I feel like there's a lot of probably context behind it that's missing, because he says "you lot." So what I am interpreting, and this is just my opinion, is that Brian has got a lot of criticism about this cover, probably since this Aquaman fan account posted about it. People making fun of the design of the hairline, and there was some other people saying that that Brian Hitch made a racist caricature of Calvin Ellis, stuff like that. So it probably, I would think, like, all of this kind of different types of criticisms, accusations, kind of like boiled up inside of Brian, and he just lashed out with just saying, "You lot can fuck right off," which I kind of understand. I understand that would be frustrating. People making fun of your artwork, accusing you of being something that he would probably view himself as not. Like, I assume Brian would say that he's not a racist, and he wasn't trying to make a racist caricature or like make fun of of black people with his depiction of Calvin Ellis. So I feel like he got really angry and he lashed out like this. That's understandable. It does not, but I still don't condone how he responded with this. It doesn't particularly it doesn't really. It's a really weird thing. Like, I would say it doesn't particularly justify him going like, "Fuck off, fuck all of you." No, you lot can fuck right off. He could have handled this better. He definitely could have handled this better. He could have just addressed that, like, this wasn't supposed to be a racist caricature of Calvin. That's just my art style. He honestly could have just memed himself. He could have gone in on the meme, like get like pictures of like other characters that he's drawn, or make some new pictures with the same hairline, and be like, "Oh, like, I mean, I guess you guys have a point." It was like something like that, or like, "Man, I really am not like good at these hairlines." They really like go in on the meme and just accept that you probably aren't that particularly good with hairlines. But the thing, it's really weird, like, why he decided to give Calvin this hairline when you actually look at like most depictions of Calvin, of President Superman, and he has the kind of the M shape, the triangle design with his hair, whereas like Val Zod has somewhat of a similar hairstyle to Calvin Ellis. Although I don't think it's I don't think it's a race thing. It's just like, oh, Val Zod, Calvin Ellis, same thing. They're both black. I don't think that was the thing. I think it was just in my opinion, it was just a poorly designed hairline. It really was. So I feel like this will be fixed. This will definitely be edited later on. Unless this is out already, then oops, oops. But yeah, Brian, you could have handled this much better. Like, you didn't need to go off telling people to fuck right off. Like, I kind of understand where you're coming from. You just could have handled this better. You could have just said nothing. Like, don't say anything. And yeah, a lot more people are now making fun of you because of how you reacted to this. I mean, like this Henry Cavill, which it is hilarious, and like there's like several like this, like all these like different like edits of like hairlines. I mean, I admit I also memed the hairline a bit. You know, saying like, was that forehead and hairstyle inspired by Scarlet Heart? You know, the Chinese drama. Like, just, you know, you could have handled this better. At the end of the day, Brian could have handled all of this much, much better. So, yep, that is it. That is it for the video. Thank you everyone that was watching. What are your thoughts and opinions of how Brian handled this? His response to people making fun of how he drew Calvin Ellis's hairline. But thank you for watching the video. Leave a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. You can check me out on Twitch. You can check me out on my podcast. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye.